Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. In this video, me and my partner will explain about asset risk, also known as capital risk. In this video, will be presented by me myself, Fatin Shahira, and my partner MADEEHA AMALIA. For introduction, Malaysia is a developing country in the world and practices country-oriented and open marketing. The state plays a vital role in generating the economy through macroeconomics planning. In this slide presentation, we will discuss about asset risk, which is related with economy in Malaysia during a pandemic COVID-19. In definition, asset risk is the risk of default of asset related to investment. The company should hold an equivalent quantity of risk based on capital that give protection against the financial downturn of affiliates. The asset risk conjunctly represent the risk of default for bonds and other debt assets and a loss in market price for equity. So here is the example of asset risk. First is investment, second is currencies, third is real estate and commodity.
Example of capital risks that be chosen for my part are investment and currencies. Investment is really important to be one of important activities in the business field because the investor can use as the emergency financial when needed. Investment also have risks and always present, but during the uncertainty of global pandemic, it is almost impossible to allocate risk when the underlying distribution is unknown. For currencies, the factor for this issue, also the rate of inflation in Malaysia do not stay in the lines of satisfactory level. This is because economic stability. Investors make investment in some country that you believe that that country has good economic level, but when this uncertainty situation happens to all countries, especially Malaysia, the impact is financial shock happen.
Coronavirus outbreak will be the most detrimental factor for the commercial real estate sector in 2020, followed by the country's economic situation, availability of funds, revenue and returns. Basically, property prices are determined by current economic conditions. Home prices will fall when there are desperate sellers in the market and also a shortage of buyers. The negative effect of COVID-19 contagion as well as low commodity prices such as crude oil. In terms of trade, the gross value of gross goods export is expected to record large negative growth, reflecting mainly weak global demand condition following the spread of COVID-19 across many major economies. Meanwhile, the value of commodity export is also expected to be affected largely due to lower crude oil prices as well as lower commodity production. A risk is simply the possibility of a loss, but a peril is a cause of loss. A hazard is condition that increases the possibility of loss. For instance, stock prices decrease is a peril because it causes losses, while a pandemic is a hazard because it increases the probability of loss from stock prices.
Risk control technique that suitable apply for the capital risk is diversification. The diversification is simple strategy that majority of investors use to manage the risk. Normally, it involves spread the money, which is investment across several assets and in different industries. So here we can summarize that risk has been a part in life, especially in the economic aspect. Sometimes it is unexpected and sometimes it can be expected. So our job is just to always be prepared for what is to come. In terms of capital risk, the higher the risk, the higher the value of the return. Thank you.